Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
That's right, it is Throwback Thursday. And on this day I like to dig deep into the crates, go back to the days of yesteryear, and play you some classic hits. Now, as I was doing my hair, or what lack of there is, I kind of shaved it today. I was thinking about, all the kind of different hairstyles that I've had. I've gone from an afro to like a micro afro to like a shag to like a jerry curl to like twisties in my hair, and then like somewhere in like 2014 I just got tired and I just shaved my whole head off. I think at one time I got tired because everything was coming in gray. I went to dye my hair black and I found out that I'm allergic to hair dye. So I ended up breaking out in a rash all like this, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna shave it all off, and that's the way I've been. Because if I start to let it grow in, this part of my hair grows in a lot slower than the rest of my head, and I end up looking like Uncle Phil in about 2 or 3 weeks, and that kind of gets on my nerves. But you know what, I thought about it, and maybe this No Shave November, I might go the whole month of November and not shave my head to see, after all this time, how quickly it would take this part of my hair to catch up. And maybe after November I'll keep it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But hair is fickle like that. Even the one on my face, it's one thing to do this. I know at any given time I can shave it off, and I know a lot of people probably talk about like, dude,
This fucking beard is weird.
This fucking beard is weird. This fucking beard is weird. This fucking beard is weird.
that's probably the case, but it is what it is. So let's get into the first song, and probably the reason why this song comes out 1978, and it's by Chic, and the song is called Les Freak. Now, Chic is normally Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers, and we all know who Nile Rodgers is because he's still producing music to this day, and they're still hits. He's worked with the likes of Duran Duran, Daft Punk, things like that. He's worked with a lot of people and helped, their careers. So this song is a 1978 funk disco song. It was the band's third single and the first Billboard Hot 100 and R&B #1 hit song. There were other songs I thought about doing that they mentioned here, like I Want Your Love or Good Times, or what was the first one I was going to do was On a Warm Summer's Night, but I ended up, going on this. Now, a lot of people may not know the story behind how they come up with this particular song, and so it says the song commemorates Studio 54 in New York City for its notoriously long customer waiting lines, exclusive clientele, and discourteous doormen. According to Nile Rodgers, the song was devised during New Year's Eve 1977 as a result of him and bassist Bernard Edwards being refused entrance into Studio 54, where they had been invited by Grace Jones, due to her failure to notify the nightclub staff. He said the lyrics of the refrain were originally "fuck off" rather than "freak out." For the documentary How to Make It in the Music Business, he said that "fuck off" was what the doorman had said to him when he slammed the door on them. First it was changed to "freak off" after Rodgers mused that wouldn't be able to say "fuck off" on the radio, but that sounded terrible, so they changed it to "freak out." It's amazing where inspiration comes from, and they doing this, in a way, it kind of got back at whoever diss them, and you'll see why. So let's take a look at what this song did on the charts. And Balamo. It went to number 1 in Australia, number 6 in Austria, number 2 in Belgium, number 1 on the Canada Top Singles, number 1 on the Canada Adult Contemporary, number 1 on the Canada Dance Songs, number 1 on the Canada Top 12-inch songs, number 2 in France, number 20 in Ireland, number 2 in the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, number 5 in the Netherlands Single Top 100, number 1 in New Zealand, number 9 in Norway, number 1 in South Africa, number 6 in Sweden, number 2 in Switzerland, number 7 in the UK, number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the US Hot Soul Singles, number 1 on the US Dance Club Songs, number 4 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary, number 1 on the US Cashbox, and number 5 in West Germany. Now, that's a lot. I need oxygen because that was a lot. But here's the thing. Now you have a number 1 song, and I bet you when they went back to Studio 54, they got in because the people are like, oh, we know you. Oh, yeah, come on in, you know. That kind of, you know, and then you want to say, like, you know what?
Big mistake. Big. Huge.
Fuck off. That's the ultimate revenge. So, if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week if I'm in the mood to do so. So, without any further ado, here is Chic and Les Freak.
So you have a black boss, and it's freaking you out. Is it freaking you out?
A little bit.
You freaked out?
To be honest.
Is it freaking you out?
Oh, she's got a knife.
Freak out. You freak. Say chic. Freak out. Freak out. You freak. Say chic. Freak out. Have you heard about the new dance craze? Listen to us. I'm sure you'll be amazed. Big fun to be had by everyone. It's up to you. Surely can be done. Young and old are doing it, I'm told. Just one try, and you too will be sold. It's called a freak. They're doing it night and day. Allow us, we'll show you the way. Freak out. You freak. Say chic. Freak out. All that pressure got you down. Has your head spinning all around. Feel the rhythm, chant the rhyme. Come on along and have a real good time. Like the days of stomping as a boy. Now we're free. Oh, what a joy. Just come on down to the 5th floor. Find a spot out on the floor. Freak out. Le freak. Say chic. Freak out. Now freak. I say freak. Now freak. All that pressure got you down. Has your head spinning all around. Feel the rhythm, chant the rhyme. Come on along
so that is Freak Out by, or Le Freak by Chic. And there's one other thing of note. It says on here, it said Le Freak was the first song to score the #1 position on the Billboard Hot 100 3 separate times. It spent a total of 6 non-consecutive weeks at the position. So that's a big deal. I mean, it means that, you know, it was a fashion, went out of fashion, somebody else went #1, then everybody else could like, hey, we still like this song, we're still dancing to it at the clubs, and then it became #1 again, and then it comes out, and then it comes in again, and that's an amazing thing to have happen. You know, your song gets popular, not popular, popular, not popular, popular again. It's just, it has a longevity. And I can tell you, when this song came out in 1978, I remember dancing to this song at school dances. I remember wearing my bell bottoms or my polyester shirt and things like that. I remember those things, and, you know, they're fond memories. And, you know, I know there might be certain things nowadays where I see a lot of reactors who look back on the 70s and 80s like they wish they were there. And you know what? It wasn't so bad depending on where you lived, you know. And if you were poor, then you were poor, but you got by. And, you know, if you were another type of income, you know, you just had to make it work. But, you know, the music was slamming, I can just tell you that. The music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, even into the 90s was slamming. So that's why on Wednesdays, when I do Yacht Rock Wednesday, I'm kind of skeptical about adult contemporary hits after the 90s, because, you know, I wasn't into them so much. So, if you are here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.